All right, well now we're at the old museum, and this is an old train. Typical of the trains used here in Evansville back in the old days. This is a recreation of the old train station we had downtown. That's been torn down for quite a while now. But you see the train light right there, and we got a train clock behind me. Pretty cool, it lit up. Here now we are right in front of the LST. Evansville was once a place they built LSTs right here on this spot for World War II. It was a huge building facility. We're well known for this. We're also well known in Evansville for building P-47 airplanes for World War II. A lot of women worked on those too. It's down what is in now Whirlpool. We had these boats built right here, and they brought this boat back into Evansville about 7 years ago maybe. And now it's a permanent thing here. You can come and see it and go inside to look at it. So it's pretty cool. Even back in the day, you know, we were well known here at Evansville for many things, including this and being the most the carpentry capital of the country at one time. So we were once a really pumping place. It's declined over the years after the war in the late 60s, but God willing, we'll come back. So this is the old LST. This here boat is LST connected to. Actually, I don't know how it's connected, but I've seen it before. I believe they're like a water and land a vessel. And you can see it's old. It's a great looking thing here, and the camouflage and the windows up there and stuff. And I'm not sure you can see it, Matt. Matt's taping it for me right now. Matt of the Happy Show. Right back over here, it actually says LST 325 on the emblem there. So pretty cool, like land water rover here. This is the Evansville Casino Ashtar boat, and I think it's owned by basically the richest person here in town, who's control of the Hottie Shrine, hers, and other things possibly.
Who is that?
His name is I cannot recall the name now. I'm sorry, but this boat was not permanently anchored. You could have to get on the boat and it would take off down the river and come back. That's how it was allowed. But now we're allowed to gamble here in town. So the boat's permanently anchored here. And then there's like a restaurant inside and other stuff. But this is the Casino Ashtar riverboat. Oh, hello, we're here now at the Twin Bridges that crosses the Ohio River. This bridge separates Evansville, Indiana with Henderson, Kentucky. And originally there's only one bridge there. This is the Veterans Bridge. I should mention that for Matt's show. This is the Veterans Memorial Bridge, and originally, again, it was the one bridge, and before that, there was only a ferry that crossed over to the Henderson, Kentucky. So that's the Twin Bridges.
And Dave,
yes,
wasn't there a horse back there?
And we saw a horse.
Oh, I don't think we could see him. I think he's already gone.
I should bet on him next time. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is the Ellis racetrack. It used to be called the Dade racetrack, my mom said. And my cousin's husband works here, Matthew. He takes care of the things here. So, the tornado came through here a while back, and it ripped out a whole entire section, the whole entire north section of that track. So this is now Ellis racetrack and the Twin Bridges. Hey, now we're outside the Angel Mounds. And this is the Angel Mound State Historic Site. And this is part of the, I didn't know this just a second ago, this is part of the State Museum System, a Department of Natural Resources. Right back here you can see the Angel Mound buildings. When I was a kid, I came out here, and the story goes is that, I think it was in the 30s or the 50s, there's a guy who owned this land who had farm. And he was with his tractor, and he caught something in his tractor wheels. He looked up, and it was broken pottery. He thought it was nothing at first, and he realized, hey, this is Indian stuff. So eventually the State Historic Society came out here, and they made this whole entire area a place for this, and they started to dig, and they found all these Indian things. Now, I'm not talking about Indians like, you know, back in the cowboy days. I'm talking about Indians like 400, 500 years ago or more. And they came through here back in the day when there was nobody here. In fact, in the greater Indiana region, I believe there's even other areas where they believe that these types of Indians had huge, basically like city-sized cities, and that at some point they just eventually disappeared. We don't really know what happened to them. Now, right here is where the name comes from, Angel Mounds. They thought these were only hills back in the 30s and stuff. No one knew the difference. There's about 4 or 5 of these here. These are the Angel Mounds. What happened is the Indians, they would build these big dirt mounds. They would have things inside of it. They'd cover them up. Like there's Indian heads in there, some spears, there's pottery inside there, there's jewelry. There's possibly even a body buried inside there. And there's more of those back there in the woods. That's what you can pay to go inside and look. In the building over there, there's also things you can see, pictures of things when they were digging and other artifacts. But the coolest thing inside there is that inside there is a place in the floor cut out, and you can look down over, look at it. It used to be like a jail. Indians had some sort of jail, and they had bars, and you could see where it was and everything. And there was a skeleton. They found a skeleton in this jail thing over there, and I always thought it was real. I'm serious. I thought it was real. I'm so sorry. I'm quoting with Tiki. Where'd that come from? When I was a kid, I actually learned that the bones they were using were plastic replicas of the real bones. But I think I heard later the real bones came back. So, but once a year they have the Indian Festival here, Indian Days. You can see what it used to be like back in the day here. And also this area is used to come and see the meteor showers and stuff at nighttime because it's such a dark area out here. Now, last but not least, if you look right behind me here, this is right where the tornado, November 6, 2005, came through. Those trees right there, you see how they're crooked and lopped off? That's right where the tornado came through at. Where's more trees? They tore them down. It looked like someone just took a hand and clopped them off with their hand, knocked them down. And this was woods up until about 2 years ago. They had woods covering it up. They couldn't get the rights to own this property. And finally the state got a hold of this property and they cut the trees down over this and put a fence around it. Well, that tornado went ahead and knocked that fence down and went right over the hill. So if they would have waited about a year or two, it would have did the job for them, knocked the trees down itself. But this is the Angel Mounds State Historic Site. All right. Hi, well, this is the White House of Evansville. It's a replica of the White House. This is the American Patriot Building. I admit I don't know what this is. I've seen it here recently. It lights up at nighttime too. It's really cool. And it's a neat place. It's like the newest, coolest building here in Evansville, Indiana.
Dun 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 dun.